Last time we saw you at the Garden, you're back home and you have to confront it all.
Yeah.
Give us an idea of the emotions, what you went through.
As annoying as it is that I lost, I don't lose grip of my dream. So I haven't taken a loss because I've still got a chance to go out and do what I love to do. So what I done, I got straight back. I went back to Finchley Boxing Club and I just started working the heavy bag. And it wasn't so much to work on anything technical. It was just to kind of feed that hunger that I had to get back in my number one spot, really.
How soon did you get back into the gym?
Honestly, about 3 days, 2 days.
Really?
When I got back. Yeah. I think it was the best thing to do. And what was good is, it's good to show your face. Don't hide away and become a recluse and be down and out. I went back, I confronted my friends, and I had to see the same people that I'd been seeing before I left and stuff like that. And it can be difficult, but it was fine. And I just carry on chasing my dream now.
What did they say to you? What did your close friends back home say to you after that?
So like the close friends and stuff, they're friends for friends. It's not so much, they're not boxing, they're not really like boxing people. So they don't really worry too much about the boxing. Some people are realists. Like, mate, you effed up, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get yourself back in the gym. And I rate them type of people because they're just straight up to me. But some people, they respect me outside of boxing. They know me for boxing, but they appreciate me outside of boxing. So they just make sure that I'm okay as a person, not just a boxer. So it was a whole mix of different kind of emotions. But I think,
were you okay at that time?
I swear to you, after, it was when in New York, when I would go to sleep, I'd think about it. For like 2 weeks, I think I stayed in New York after. And then the more you go out, the more you start facing the reality that it has happened and I can't let go of the dream. I still got a tight grip on my dream, and that was the thing that kept me sound. And I just stayed in the gym. Me and Rob were talking, me and Eddie spoke. The best thing for me was just to stay in the gym, honestly, and I think that's what I need to do after I get this win as well, stay in the gym.
Ruiz, I knew, was a top heavyweight, and 4 or 5 weeks notice is not ideal for either man. And certainly with the sparring, it was very difficult to replicate what Andy Ruiz did. Also, AJ's motivation was solely and flatly on Miller and the insults he received at the press conference that drives young fighters to want to really punish somebody in a contest. But then there's a change. Then it's somebody physically doesn't look great, but he's an exceptional fighter. And it was difficult for me as well because we've got to then rejig, try and change things. And the motivation, it's easy to say, yeah, but the reality is, and Johnny will tell you the same, the opponent changes. It's going from, I've got to beat this fighter, I'm going to inflict damage on him, I don't like him, to, I want to win, but I just want to get this one out of the way. And that is the reality of a fighter's mindset. And people who tell you it isn't, it's just not accurate. A fight's a fight, and Andy Ruiz won the fight fair and square. We just believe on a level playing field with enough time to prepare for that style, get the right people in, a fully motivated AJ because he lost to Ruiz, it'll be a different story.
Wednesday, how do you feel different this week?
Me?
This weekend?
Good, confident, really confident. I can't speak on what the result will be because Saturday, they say Sunday, but yeah, I'm confident in a minute. And I've got a game plan. I've got different ways to skin the cat. So I'm just looking forward to putting it into play. I think sparring, I've got to rate my sparring partners as well that stuck with us through training camp. I think sparring partners don't get enough credit as well. They make us battle hardened and battle ready. And I've had some really good guys come through, even like Chisora. Last time I sparred him was when I was like 18 and stuff like that. He came through to help. Everyone's kind of put their 2 pence in. Maybe because I got beaten, they probably see a weakness now, so they think, I'll come up there and I'll lay some lever into me. But as Rob said, it's like, they come up and they was like, hang on a minute, I'm motivated. So when they came in the ring with me, it wasn't just about sparring, it was about my drills, what I'm doing, working on my perfection. So it's been a good camp.
Is the plan to put a lot more movement into this fight?
For me, take centre.
Take centre?
Yeah.
Right.
the movement.
Jab straight away.
Do you know what it is as well? The movement is, even if I'm 6 inches in front of Ruiz, all it takes for a man to miss a punch is 6 inches.
Sure.
So sometimes you haven't even got to be running around the ring.
I think the one way to approach it is take the centre of the ring and let him establish yourself straight away.
You can establish
That's what
yourself.
I think.
Yeah, you can.
I'm glad
You
that
can.
you told me that, because I thought your tactics were going to be on the back foot.
It's funny.
You can't jab and move against Ruiz.
No,
It's for the
Yeah.
birds. He's
Yeah.
going to come over the top at some point and close the gap, meet you with the right hand to the body. You've got to control him. You can't control yourself and him. He's going to pressure you too much.
Yeah.
I asked him upstairs. I said, how do I beat you then? He goes, man, you should move around a little. And get us
He wants you to move around.
Well, that was one of the concerns, because you dropped so much weight. One of the concerns for me
Yeah.
was that you was going to utilise the ring a lot and try and box and fiddle your way through it. I'm glad you told me.
But in a weird way, it's like, boxing is a sweet science of the sport, right?
Sure.
And then I'm 6'6", 6'7", so it'd be wrong of me to sit in front of Ruiz and go toe to toe hooking. I have to box on my attributes, which is range and movement. Yeah, so my boxing style is not what a scared fighter does. I think it's what a smart fighter would do, you know. And I think that's just what I'm going to do, is be the smarter fighter on the night. And my thing is, we have to engage to win, but I'm going to engage to my benefit, and that's what it is. And yeah, just educated engagement. That's what's important, I think, come fighting night. What do you think?
Yeah, no, dead right. And if you can move, if you can move 2 inches, why move 10 inches? It doesn't make any sense.
Imagine I turn to Eddie.
Eddie will sell it.
Well, what he needs to do is.
It's interesting hearing you say last month about Klitschko's impact on you in this camp. I mean, how influential was he, and what kind of lessons do you take from him into this fight?
Klitschko is a G. He doesn't even get enough credit, I don't think, for everything he's achieved and done. So, like things like when I fought him, he called me a CrossFit champion. And I thought, who the is this geezer talking to? Do you know what I'm saying? So CrossFit champion, he just said that he just knew that when it came to boxing, he was more conditioned because he spent more time in the ring. So we just spent a lot of time in the ring this time, getting comfortable on the different canvases, getting comfortable in the ring, getting comfortable with moving to my left, getting comfortable moving to my right, understanding ring generalship, understanding the science of boxing. And Klitschko just advised me, like he told me, stay off my phone this week. You know, don't listen to too much outside influences, because your own belief is what's important this week, not what someone's trying to tell you from the outside. He says it's important to, like, me and Rob, you know, it's great because we've got such a good relationship that Rob's taught me from a kid, and now he lets me have put my input into training. We can talk about what I want to do as well. Sometimes he might say, no, that's a load of bullshit, that's some Instagram stuff, or that's going to help you in boxing. So Klitschko says, have an involvement in your training, and that's what we've done. We speak about what I want to do as well, and Rob can manage that as well. So it's helped because I feel comfortable in what I'm doing. So when I'm trying to perform certain things, I understand, I've had an involvement. So these things have helped me along the way, and it helps me mature as a man, and a matured fighter is a good fighter.
Josh, has he helped you, Vladimir, on the mental side as well? The fact that he had to come back from defeats and had to rebuild
I haven't
his...
asked him about that. No, that's interesting. I haven't actually asked him about how he dealt with it mentally. You know, no, we haven't actually spoken. We only speak about like training, decision making, and staying off the phone and stuff like that. But in terms of how he's come back mentally, I've never spoke to him about that, to be fair.
In terms of the mental end, on the first fight, once you knocked him down, all of a sudden your fight plan was just to finish him
Kill him,
off.
yeah.
How are you gonna, or how did you work in terms of just staying back, being a little bit more patient, allowing, you know, opportunities to open up, because
That's
we
the
could
key.
see.
The opportunities will open up. Well, what Robin has been telling me and what we've worked on is, if I box on my plan, opportunities will present themselves, and that's the best shot to hit a fighter with, is one that's actually just there, rather than the one that I'm looking for. So when we spar sometimes, and I feel good, so I'm punching more than ever. So let's say my punch count was 10, and this time in sparring my punch count is 20. But Rob's saying, even though you've got a higher punch count, some of them you're overexerting yourself and putting yourself at risk. So be more selective, and the opportunities will come. And those shots, we sparred the other day, one shot was like bang, I stepped back and it was boom, and he goes, you see that? You didn't even have to look for it. And this is what we've been working on, is you do not, in boxing, the opportunities will present themselves, providing you stick to your game plan. And with the first fight, the opportunity presents itself, then I went looking for it.
Mm-hmm. Was that part of the pressure? Because when we conversed before the fight, you said that the Parker fight had left you a little bit with inkling that you needed to win by a knockout.
Yeah, because I thought it was boring to box.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought it was boring
Has
to
the
box.
loss given you more refreshing your hunger, your desire,
Mm.
your attitude to get in the ring?
I think so.
Had it waned a little before?
Nah, it's not weighing. The hunger's always there, but I said, like, even when I was looking on that board, every time I come into boxing, we box everyone. I've boxed a lot of people, so I was just storming through the division. And I never had time to reflect. But this time, even the team, they kind of like left me a bit. And I just actually reflected a bit more. And
I mean,
yeah, the
has
hunger.
Has it made you hungry?
Yeah, that's because I reflected now. So I know I want to be great. Before it was like, so yeah, just take it in my stride. I didn't even know what all this championship stuff is about. I was just doing it. Now I know what this is about, and I know what it means, and I know when I get it, like, I'm the man.
Are you surprised
Confidence.
by the public's reaction? Because when things like this happen, you see the good side and the bad side.
Do you know what? I'm not, because like, there's public supporting me. You know what I mean? We talk about the 90,000, stuff like that. So if I do slip up, I've got to expect a bigger scale of backlash as well. So I've got to take the good with the bad. But the good thing is that I'm never going to listen to the good stuff and get too ahead of myself. I never got too cocky. And I'm never going to listen to the bad stuff to the point where I want to give up because I can't take the stick. So I just kind of like, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, when I've finished with boxing, I think all of this stuff will have more meaning. I think it'll make for a good story. Rob knows I want to be a coach one day. He's so funny when I tell him I want to be a coach. I want to be a coach because I can help the next generation and teach them about boxing.
We're waiting for him to show
He says, I'll be FaceTiming them. Keep your hand up. That's what he says. But I want to. Everything I'm going through is going to help someone. Do you know what I mean? So I'm never going to give up because people don't support me anymore.
Sorry, I've been reading that speed. You're going to focus on speed instead of power, which I think is the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Do you think you can compete with his fast hands, and do you believe he has faster hands?
He's got fast hands, for sure, in spurts. I'll compete continuously. I'll beat him continuously. I'll have more punch output. But then it's about timing. I just got to make sure my timing's on point, really. But yeah, he's definitely got fast hands. But they're not so fast to the point where I won't be able to touch him. I can definitely touch him.
Did his counter punching surprise you, or was it just the speed that it came?
It wasn't so much, the counter punch with the left hook, the one that put me down, that was a counter punch where he rolled. But first and foremost, it was like, he was just reacting off of my shots. Like, they were hitting him and he was just swinging back. It wasn't like I would jab and then it would be like slip, bang, or pull back right hand. That wasn't so much a counter punch, and I saw it was just like, take one and swing back with two, which is just more of a reaction punch rather than a counter punch, in my opinion.
Does he have the discipline then to stay at distance that you're talking about in one camp?
That's what he needs to do. You know what Ruiz is going to do. He's going to apply pressure, try and get Josh to throw, make a mistake and counter. Josh has got to control that range and have the discipline to do it round in, round out. And listen, as it goes on, it'll get exciting. But if it's quiet early and boring, I'm happy.
And what your take on that? Same thing. Can you do that?
I think the discipline's the key. But that's why I said the sparring partners have been a blessing, because they've listened to Rob, what Rob's wanted them to do, and spoke to them. They've listened. I think it's weird because people in the heavyweight division want to see me win, and it's a nice feeling. So people have come in to help. They've obviously tried to stick it on me, but I've kept my discipline. I want to win as well. So that's why when Rob's telling me work on this and work on that, I'm doing it. I'm not just doing it because I'm in training camp. I'm doing it because I want to win. I've trained. The training's done. I've trained to win.
Glad they turned the aircon off for the last
Yes, finally.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you very much. Thank you.